What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Tuesday. Today's video we're going to be discussing, should you take CBD oil to quit smoking? First off, let's discuss what is CBD. So CBD oil is not made from hemp. It's actually made from the plant. They use the flowers, they use the stalk, and what it does is it creates an extract which contains CBD, CBN, CBG, all the terpenes which are involved, and many other cannabinoids. This is the first stage of CBD oil. Now this is called full spectrum CBD oil. Now there are companies which will take this oil and they will further extract it so that they have what's called isolate. And isolate means it's an oil that only contains CBD. I've personally used both of them, and I can say full spectrum is much better than using just the isolate, because full spectrum allows you to have the full spectrum, all of the cannabinoids and everything else that's involved in the plant. Full spectrum will include CBN, CBG, and many of the other cannabinoids, including 0.3% of THC. Now I know you might be thinking, oh no THC. It is okay. You can literally take this bottle and chug it down and you won't fail a drug test, because that is such a small amount of THC. When you're taking full spectrum, that's when you feel the full effects of CBD oil, or in this case, full spectrum. I've personally taken it. Now, I've attempted to quit smoking 5 times, the 5th being successful because I moved from my environment. I saved up money and I completely took off to somewhere new. The 4th time that I quit, I did a water fast, which I've already covered that on this channel if you're interested in watching it. But the 3rd time that I was quitting, I was in the United States, back home, and I was going to quit, and I decided, you know what, the cravings are incredibly difficult, because if it's still in your environment, then you're left with a mental decision of your every day of, should I smoke, should I not smoke, and that's very taxing on your willpower. So I figured, you know what, when my triggers go off, when I feel cravings really strong, I'm just going to take CBD. So I went to a head shop and I totally got ripped off. I bought something that was way too expensive. And if you need CBD, I've included my guide on how to quit smoking in the description, by the way. So you don't get ripped off by head shops, because they're going to overcharge you 20 to 30% on whatever you buy. However, back to the story, when I went to go buy this CBD, I went home and I took it. And I can tell you, it works. What it makes you feel like, it's kind of like your eyelids, they get a little bit heavier, kind of if you smoked, but you haven't. You feel very relaxed. I wouldn't say euphoric, but you feel better, like a stress reliever. And you can feel the sedating effects that it has. It's not like smoking, because it doesn't have 80% THC, like some of the waxes and other herbs that people are doing these days. Now what it does have, though, is all of the effects without the psychoactive effect that you normally get from when you smoke. So you will feel as if you have smoked, and it will activate the endocannabinoid system in your head, and that's what relieves the cravings. Because what happens when you get cravings, it's the endocannabinoid system in your head, which is so used to being activated on a daily basis. And when that completely goes cold turkey, that's when it really starts to act out, and you really get urges to go and smoke, like, man, and you start to get anxious. And for me personally, when I would start to feel like this, I would take 4 or 5 drops under my tongue. About a minute later, I'd start to feel really relaxed. And it would feel as I smoked, and personally my cravings would go away. I would say not 100% go away, but they would go away about 90%. And that is enough to have almost complete alleviation. In my case, full spectrum. If you're going to take CBD oil, you want full spectrum, because you're getting the full value, the complete picture. Now, do I recommend CBD oil for quitting smoking? It depends. If you are in an environment and you have it somewhere that is accessible by calling somebody or a friend, or you have a dealer, then I do recommend CBD oil. Because in that case, when you get those really strong cravings that are going to make you cave in and reach out to that person, but you take just a little bit of drops and you feel real relaxed like you've smoked, it takes the edge off of the cravings. Now, if you follow how I quit smoking by moving away to somewhere else, then I don't recommend CBD oil because it's not in your environment. It's not accessible. So there's absolutely no reason for you to start taking it. The cravings are so much less if you're in a new environment where it's not accessible, because it's almost like out of sight, out of mind. Imagine it like this. You break up with a girlfriend who's not good for you, but you still love her. We all have her in our life. She's Mary Jane. However, what happens is if you're living in a city and she's living in that city too, you wake up in the morning, you think about her, you go to work, you're wondering how she's doing, and it creates that mental anxiety which I've been discussing. Now, you're trying to get a fix. So you're trying to make her go out of the picture, so you start messing around and dating a new girl. Just someone, a quick fling. And that takes away a lot of the mental pressure of having just broken up. Almost like a rebound relationship. And that is what CBD is for those who are so in love with Mary Jane. Now, if you move away and you leave the city where Mary Jane was at and you go to a brand new city, you're not thinking about Mary Jane. You're thinking about all the new opportunities, all the new girls, everything. And that's what it is when you change your environment and go somewhere else. That's why I recommend CBD if you're trapped in the city where Mary Jane is close, because then she's close to your mind. But if you have the opportunity to move away to a fresh environment, out of sight, out of mind, focus on your new opportunities. Yes, of course, you'll still think about her. She'll cross your mind maybe once a day, but it's not that excruciating agony of being in a city where it is accessible. And that is my opinion on CBD, whether you should take it to quit or not. I've recommended to you what I believe to be the better CBD, why you should take it, and when you shouldn't take it. Now the decision is completely up to you. Guys, if you found value from this video, which I hope you have, please smash that like button. Also leave a comment below, even if it's something as great video, because the engagement between us, that's what helps our channel grow. And this is our channel. This is very much a journey which I'm on, as well as you, and we share that experience together. So guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I appreciate you here, and I hope that I'll see you around in the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Take care and have a great Tuesday.